Let me just make sure that the stream is live. I guess we gotta wait for you to finish watching the commercials too. The commercials of which I get no money for! Just tell me when the stream actually starts for you. There, Brian? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. It
Oh.
hasn't started yet.
That's weird. I've started the stream, and according to Twitch, I am currently streaming. Maybe reload the page? I don't know what to tell you, man.
Okay.
Okay, you're seeing stuff now?
Yep.
Alrighty then. Jesus! Only 15 infection cards! So, before we start, I believe we were re-meming something because we found something that works much better.
The radio operator
Yeah,
with the
the meme doesn't work in my eyes. So, we just go to edit and we put in a better meme.
I don't know, looks like communist propaganda.
Sounds like communist propaganda to me too. Jeez. Okay, so we are on March. So just to be sure, we only have 45 cubes. That's good. Let's make sure that these are evenly spaced out.
Um, is it just me, or is there some Asian character in the bottom left?
Um. Oh. That
Oh,
you
that's
don't.
what's
That's
playing.
what's playing. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
currently playing. I loaded up the wrong playlist here. There. Now it'll all be in English.
I was
It's
just
the
like,
exact
that
same
doesn't seem
playlist.
fun.
It's the exact same playlist, but it's in English. Why they did it that way in specific? Oh.
Oh.
But yes, that is the song that's playing, and I need to find a way to make it to where it's not like the text isn't as warped as it is. But for now, it'll do.
Gotcha.
I figured since I'm starting to play songs while we're doing this, we might as well have like what the song is on the screen, anyways. Anywho, if memory serves, we just stopped before we read the cards, right?
Yes. Stopped before we read what March.
Okay, if you have not opened 67, 67 is America, I think?
South America. Pro.
Come on, load up. Okay, so yeah, it's telling us to reckon South America. Because apparently this month is the month we gotta reckon South America, despite us already have Africa. Oh, jeez. We now need to complete 3 objectives each month.
How come I saw Chicago's search card?
Sometimes it bugs out whenever you load something up it wasn't ready to load, and it
Okay.
just loads up like whatever's in memory. I think we were supposed to get rid of an objective, or is this right? I forget.
No, that's right.
Okay.
We end up destroying access to Lost Haven. Um,
Oh. So in other words, other words, we can't access a Lost Haven because doing as such would cause us to not be able to put out all of our supply centers. You were saying we should do that now, but I was thinking we save that for the month that we actually are completing. You know, the last fortnight of a month. You know.
um, it was more like we aren't capable of doing that until we wreck in Europe. But we could go ahead and
No,
put it
we
on
could
the
do
card.
that. Go to. Oh, right, because it doesn't draw the line, does it?
It does not.
Okay, so either way, we need to do Europe, but do we want to do Europe? Do we want to do Europe if we can, or do we want to save that for the second fortnight where we're actually trying to beat it? So I can tell you, I'd probably rather save it for the second fortnight.
Um, at the same time, that is one thin deck.
Yep, it's one thin deck. And Brian, I believe you've been saying you want to make it thinner.
A little bit.
Okay, so I'm gonna double check something here. Is our package 6 up to date? Jacksonville, Soap, Good Air, Washington, Chicago, and New York.
Oh, trips, Karo, and Istanbul. One
Yeah.
there.
Okay. So that does it for, I guess, updating that thing. I believe we already decided what our cards would be, since this was going into a month we're gonna purposely lose.
Uh, our funding is
4.
4 in the first.
Yeah, it's 4 in the first fortnight and 6 in the second fortnight. So, ironically, because of the way we're doing this, it's worse in the month that we need more funding. But I think
Okay.
this is just like a good solid 4 to have. Like, these are just automatic right click always put in your deck. And this is just like, it's pretty much right click put in your deck because it's these in disguise.
Right.
And then the only one that leaves is this one, and since we're purposely trying to lose, that means we actually risk play cubes.
Yep.
So, it makes sense to me.
Oh God. So we're putting no cubes out
Well,
on so many,
yeah. And it sucks that I have to
and
do
now
this
we
literally
it's
every time. So,
like,
Good Air, Soap, Santiago. Was Lima taken care of?
yes.
Is it? Lima is destroyed, yep. Jacksonville.
Thing on the west coast is destroyed or box 6.
Yeah, it's destroyed box 6 at the moment.
Bogota's not connected grid.
I just put it in the wrong one. Okay, so Kinshasa. Did we put an upgrade on Kinshasa? I think
No,
we did,
we
didn't we?
didn't touch it. I just kind of figured we could do the scientist and nuke it.
Do the scientist and nuke it. No resurrections this time. Yeah, I'll put no cubes on that because I think we just want to put 2 on that space. Alright, so
Yeah.
now here I click evenly supply the grid and watch it stack up 5 meters tall. That's still ridiculous to me. Okay, so I hate putting 6 on each location, but with such a thin deck, you kind of have to, because you every time around you risk going through the through the deck twice.
Great. Did we not take care of my eggs?
No.
Okay.
Remember, I was even against you going as
Well,
far as you did on
John,
those
now
territories.
that they don't get shreked by epidemics,
True. Since they don't get struck by epidemics. Well, since they don't get struck by epidemics, the game's sort of on autopilot until we get Hollow Men. And we want to make sure we open up Hollow Men at the very last second possible. Because there's one
well,
entire game we have to deal with Hollow Men where we can't do anything about them.
yeah.
Also, hello to whoever's viewing. I see you out there.
So you said 2 on Kinshasa?
Yeah, I think 2. I'll just put 3 on there since it can't be Shrek'd. Allows us to ignore it for a while. And that means 6 sort of given to this territory so that way they can pick it up and do something with it.
Looks legit.
Okay, so I think let's see here. I think in terms of setup, we're just at infection, then dealing out the cards. So London, Lagos, Tripoli.
What's this? It's your Starbucks s'mores frappuccino.
Oh no, not my Starbucks s'mores frappuccino. Hey Brian, this is your Starbucks s'mores frappuccino.
What?
It's the commercial that's on Spotify.
Oh.
I guess if I keep doing this for a while, I'm probably going to want to pay for a premium so I don't get those damn commercials. Well, the good news is that Black Science Man is in the party, and the epidemic doesn't come out before it's his turn. He can Shrek Kinshasa. The Johans, the Bulls, and the Johans.
Oh yeah, the other good news is we effectively have all the wow. You can also Shrek Johannesburg over time.
The question is, do we want to... I don't know. So, shuffle up this deck. 3 to blue. 3 to pink. And 3 to me. Okay, so I've got Lima. So therefore, I probably want to play the guy who can steal cards away from the deck.
Yeah, and that guy can also search exactly once if we want to up enough city rate pop.
So let's see here. Okay, so we got the scientist is going to be given to somebody. And are we going to go with farmer or laborer?
Labor, because we're still going to want to
Build as many
produce
as possible.
And now that we have satellites, it's so much easier to train.
Yeah, but if we had farmer, at the very least, we could put out more cubes. But I guess the farmer, since we now have the facility, farmer's probably on the downgrade scale at the moment. At least until we get, the ability for the farmer to place stuff in adjacent territories, and we get Hollow Men.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna need him then, because he's gonna be our guys dropping shit in the Hollow Men territory.
Right, because for right now, that farmer is just like, hey, you get one extra key when you do the thing.
When you do the thing, yeah. Okay, so White is at Xander. The other two. Freaka Blue. Oh, right. I was like, wait a minute, what was the name Freaka Blue? Okay. So I believe at this point we figure out who's the first player. 1, 2. Well, it doesn't really matter what order we do shit at this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as per usual.
What our pop thingy is?
What? Our census check. We are at 15 cities on the grid. We need to connect 2 to bust into the next level.
Okay.
But I believe unless we have the free, unless it's just like we have the absolute opportunity to do it, we probably shouldn't explore Europe. Save that for a, save that for a goal, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how the game develops first, So the first person to go is our scientist. So that means jeez.
Okay.
Whoever programmed that freaks me out every time. That feels like cheating, Shit, we're at 59.
So
we're at 59. So that's like it's 60 divided by 5. 60 divided by 5 is
12.
12. So besides the bottom stack, they all have 12.
Yes. Besides the bottom stack, they all have 12.
So that is 23. 24. 23 plus 12 is 35. It'd be 36. 35 plus 12 is 47. 48. 47 plus 12 is 59. Does the math work out?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so the first person to go is our scientist. And his ability is once per turn, right? Yeah.
Right. So I produce twice, go into Santiago, or not, the other Ratland, and back. Unless you want me to draw the line for search.
I don't want to do that. Like, I want to connect more territories, but you got to keep in mind every 2 cities, because we've got a space, we've got a while to delay before we're forced to open up the Middle East. But we can only delay if we don't connect up cities, and we do pretty much the bare minimum when it comes to connecting cities and searching. Do you follow?
I follow.
So, produce twice, move, and as your free action, destroy Kinshasa.
Yep. Oh, and obviously I take all the cubes off in Chacha.
So you now have 4 cubes. It's too damn hot. Way too damn hot. Okay.
I've moved and produced twice at a rate of as I start
Oh,
base.
yeah. I forgot that.
Total of
Yep. Forgot about that. Okay. Well, you got a foundation.
Oh, sweet. I'll be beaming that up to.
If you beam both of your London and New York to our builder, he can drop a blue building.
Well, that would be 3 out of 4 of my action, which
Yep.
I'm not opposed.
Okay, let's infect here. Cairo and Lagos. Nope, not that piece. Thank you. So it's starting to look like we're going for complete annihilation of the infection deck. Am I wrong? Or are we actually going to let the deck gain some meat on it?
Let's let the deck gain meat, but I will try to destroy everything that's on
Ratlands?
Well, Ratlands and everything on the path of the victory.
True. The last thing we want is our
yes.
path. Last thing we want is our path of victory to be, filled with nonsense.
Right.
Okay.
If you walk to Lagos My Agos, build a satellite there, and then give soap to Blue, and we round 1 build a yellow.
1, 2, yeah. 1, 2, picking up 2 cubes along the way. In fact, I pick up all cubes because, communist propaganda.
I don't know, it seems like communist propaganda.
What did we name this character last game that we played?
DJ Roomba.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that. Sounds like communist propaganda, but okay, would have been a better meme for this one. Anyhow, so 1, 2, third action is build a satellite. And fourth action is hand you some soap.
But what if I drop it?
Well, that's what the rationed event is for, I guess. Lagos and London. I hate it when they stack up. Oh, god damn. Just so unexpected, so it catches me off guard every time. I was expecting that one. Anyway, yeah, and now time to redistribute some wealth.
Black Science Man,
That looks That looks fairly evenly distributed. Alright, where are we going to build the station? We're going to build it on Kinshasa. No, Kinshasa is out of the game, so let's build on Lagos, I guess.
Yeah, unless you want to raise the pop. But
I realized I kind of did it out of order, but honestly, nothing we would have drawn would have changed what I just did, so. Anywho. Move. Build using 3 cards, because advantages.
oh god.
I wonder if there's a way we can knock that down to 2. I think there is, but we just never do it.
The 2 cards?
Well, 2 cards plus your 2 resources.
Yeah, you can do a single foundation ogre and ogre. I think Paris is the companion that reduces it by 1.
Oh, yeah. That's 1, 2. What's our last action's gonna be? Just produce to get more cubes out? What do you think?
Well, I think he has no way of gaining cards for people. We're just going to shove them via satellites.
Okay, so let's just have him produce twice to get more cubes out on the board at the very least. Because it's not like we have to rush. It's not like we have to rush anywhere at the moment.
We need to keep his hand low, so the closer he is to blue to deposit blues, the better.
I mean, we could use his last 2 actions to go to Titan, so that way we're ready to drop on London when it's his turn.
Right. That's what I...
Okay. Okay. So here's the good news. He doesn't need both your blue cards. Tripoli and London. We're already through the deck! Okay. So, what is our guy gonna do?
Scientist going to do?
Yeah.
Kill 1 copy of Johannesburg.
Okay.
Build a satellite.
We are going through for a thin as fork deck. Got it.
Yeah, I feel like we should go ahead and get that explode going.
Really?
Or yeah.
I completely and totally disagree amongst every fiber of my body. Just because we have so few rounds that we can we have to last a fair amount of the year, which means without reconning, we have to survive until what, June, July?
We connected at the end of July.
Yeah.
So
like with
March...
every fiber of my being, you know, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 months that we have to connect up 2 cities, and we have the option of accessing a Lost Haven, which we know is going to be this one, or completing 2 searches.
So the second fortnight of this will reckon a region and access a Lost Haven.
Are you really into tomatoes? Do you brush with tomato
And
paste? Are you hooked on
then
hydroponics? Do you love tomatoes so much?
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 10, 11, 12, 13. I think we have 13 total cities available to us if we don't do any reckoning. Which, you know, 1 down, that is 12 cities we have available to us.
Okay.
So 12 divided by 2. I mean, we have enough cities to do the connecting. And we know for a fact all the cities have a search. So I guess it's not the end of the game if we do it.
Well, it just seems like it's a good timing where he's already in Lagos for
He's in Johannesburg. The guy that's about to take his turn.
yeah, the guy that gets to search. It's
Oh.
close.
Yeah, I think I might as well make that connection between these two lands.
Yeah, so I may as well make that connection now. Be searched later. As my fourth action.
So your actions were build a tower, give a card. So you have 2 more actions remaining.
Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and give the other blue.
Okay, so second action, give a card. And third action, give a
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Here's my only. How about you give him your black card so that way it sets him up for 2 different cures.
Because I'd have to be on a black town
That's
to
right,
give
that's
a
right.
black card.
But what I'm saying is giving him the blue card doesn't set him up for additional cure. It just sets him up to use not 2 supply cubes.
No. The other guy trades Chicago for the Foundation.
I follow. Okay. Logic followed equals true. Alright, and fourth action is connect up Salami.
Yep. My last 2 keys.
Okay, and that was all of your acciones.
Show me an epidemic.
Nope.
Wait, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. So we have to shuffle the deck, so therefore we increase the infection rate. Istanbul and Lagos. Oh boy, here we go. I just realized this strategy will work if we well stock it, like say one of these 3 and reduce it down to those to that one.
Yeah, but I think what we're gonna run into is when we have no infection deck and we have Hollowmen gather, that Hollowmen are
Just
very
gonna
quickly
explode on
going-
one spot. Yep. Because we don't have. Because for 1 month, at least one. Well, that might be one where we recon ahead of the next month, but for at least half the month, we will be dealing with with Hollowmen without dealing with what's it called?
Shelters.
Shelters. Yeah.
I think we still get the shelters, and we just don't build 3 supply systems that much.
Anywho, we've already gone through the deck once, so I'm just going to point that out. Okay, so let's get Salami into the proper stacks.
Is the search by land on that one a companion?
The search by land's a piece of shit for this one. Yeah. Just a free supply line.
Oh, lame.
I mean, that'll be, I guess we'll hook up Khartoum or King Sasha, depending which one's more important. I think probably Khartoum. You know?
Yeah.
Alright. Communist propaganda steals your cubes. Then draws a line. No, I don't draw a line just yet. Because I'm not going to be able to fish it out. Because I'm going to... Oh, wait, you haven't gotten rid of the card. Never mind. Well, I can't fish it out. I don't have a yellow card. Because I'm not getting rid of Lima for that. Well, I guess Lima's not really... No, wait, I'm not searching it right now, am I?
No, you're not able to search it right now.
Well, no, I could fish it out. But I'm not searching it right now, am I?
No, but my eggs could use cubes placed on it.
Yeah. Okay. So... Alright, I have a plan then. So I am going to produce, then drop. Then move, so that way I'm just... I don't have to draw that line. I don't have to waste the cubes. Yeah.
And your next entire turn will be getting help.
Playing yo-yo, yeah. Okay. Draw
Okay.
dose.
I think Black Science Man could use cubes, and 2 cubes definitely need to go blue.
They're going to both. Communist propaganda. Hey, Lagos loses one. Lagos and Istanbul.
That creeps up as well.
Yep. Alright, our laborer. Move. Drop. Now what?
Nodnall does only have cubes on it.
You don't have any other cubes to drop though, so...
Unless he makes so.
Yeah. Produce and drop?
Seems legit or double produce.
I mean, our deck is only 14 big, so... You know... Anywho, Huh. Neat. Alright, London, Istanbul, and Lagos get drawn. Istanbul's looking a real tad bit light.
Well, good thing I can fly straight to it.
I sure as hell hope you can.
No, that's my superpower. A black.
All right, what are you discarding?
Does it have to be a city card?
City card.
Okay, then it is Jacksonville. But before doing that, I produce twice.
All right, you
Produce
have
twice for 4 cubes. Teleport there. As third action, fourth action, I place. Stir.
how many?
All the cubes.
All of them.
Just please give me 2 cubes before my next starts.
Yeah. Okay. You got another Cairo. And you got some Buenos Aires action going on there. Are we sure we want to explore Salami since we can't get there right now?
Well, we'd be able to connect the Haven soon after.
Okay. Well. Alright, so first action, get your butt over there. Second action. Remind me what Kinsasha search is?
I think it's a companion, but it's a rather.
One fewer supply cube for built satellites, so it's an okay companion. Anyway.
Yeah, but if we do that, we'll end up actually winning the search.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I search by sea. We have not yet accessed it. Open up 65. Place. I've already figured out what New Zealand's haven's gonna be. I reserve the right to name that one. I have no clue what this one's name's gonna be. But we don't name it yet. We're not there.
Right.
So that was 1, 2, switch it out, 3, search, 4, retreat like a bitch. And I guess I'm going to pick up 2 cubes to give to our buddy who's asking for cubes, right?
Yeah, I feel safe still having 2 cubes.
Is this guy that was begging for cubes? Or was it? No, it was the other guy.
It's Science Ming, because he wants to build a satellite
Okay.
and cast black card.
Okay. Draw dose. Ah, there's a produce supplies. I was beginning to wonder if we shuffled a deck that had none of them. Okay. My hand's looking fairly rainbow right about now.
Take good care of satellite.
That, my friend, is a plague cube.
Ah, if only someone had plague.
Alright, builder. What's the builder gonna build?
Oh, Builder is very much not going to build.
What's the builder gonna do then? How about that?
Well, it looks. Ooh. Do I have Istanbul in my hand as a black card?
Let me
As
see.
black client?
No, you have 2 trips.
Oh. Never mind then.
And the other guy has
Oh.
Kairos, so you couldn't meet up to steal cards that way.
Okay, I guess produce 3 times and drop some amount on Nodnal.
1, 2, 3. And the sum amount is all of it?
Sure.
Okay. All of it is on Nodnal. Draw 2. Well, you got the yellow cure. So that's going to be good for you. You're going to get the yellow cure now. So I bet you could tell whenever a commercial pops up because, you know, I start talking and I tend not to stop talking until the commercial is over. I hope you realize that. It's a pretty easy thing to realize, isn't it?
My name is Taylor, and I.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god, 2 commercials in a row? What the hell is this nonsense?
I really like how
Ah,
the other thing I really like is
Suganya,
how
babadi, da
this is the type of
da
laptop
da
that
da da. I don't know, I just felt like singing, oh shit, the best song in the world just started playing.
It's the one that goes, I know a song that gets on everybody's.
No, 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 it doesn't go that way. Okay, so a ratio operator 3, 6. He can off one card.
it's-
He can off one card to our builder, but I don't think he needs to do that right now.
It's Science Man's turn.
Oh, nah, Science Man. So like he can off one card to our builder, but I don't think that's important right now.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And I wouldn't use drastic measures just yet
Yeah.
because there's not 2 play cubes on the board.
Right. And Johannesburg also is not on the map enough.
Oh, okay.
So, are we gonna let my eggs be dealing with the problem that it is?
My plan for that was on my turn. I get there, I drop a produce supplies, I get out.
Okay, so
That was my
I will
plan.
not-
But
So I
obviously
won't-
plans change depending on what we learn.
Yeah. So I guess I won't sprint over there. I walk into Cairo and drop 2 cubes. That's 2 actions.
Okay. What are you gonna do with your last 2?
I guess produce supplies twice inefficiently.
If you're gonna produce supplies twice, might as well get the Xandar. Because you don't know where you're gonna need to drop it.
It was more so I could build a satellite and give.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you're in Cairo with Cairo, so somebody could actually just get their butt to you. But, anyway, there's 2 cubes.
Okay. Lincoln has 2 cubes.
Okay, you're gonna be losing a card here. Alright, what card are you gonna be losing? Let's see here. I mean, I kind of want to keep both of these, to be honest.
Unrationed event is discarded.
Okay. I was thinking I wanted to keep both as a just in case, but you know, fair enough, I guess. Okay.
Want to keep our deck fat.
Yep. Johannesburg, Tripoli, and
At
Tripoli.
least.
You say keep it fat, but as my first passive action, I trash Johannesburg. Right?
What? You're not that
Oh,
character.
I'm not that character. Shouldn't we just box 6 it then, since it's out there, and we're about one card away from resetting?
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm just saying, it's gonna reset, so. And Hooter, I guess 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could get the foundation in your hand, but at the same time, that'll bump off a card.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna go with with our original plan of 1 to produce supplies normally to get 4 cubes there.
Are you going to Lima that cube out? The plate cube?
Oh, that's a good plan. Why did I think of that? Because I would have to discard a card anyways.
Right.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 3 actions so far.
Yeah, 3 actions. I guess the 4th action is get more cubes out into our play area, and then spout some communist propaganda. Like that.
Well, he needs 2 of them.
I love how our extended forecast is very close to just being the entire freaking deck. And I've actually just realized that our extended forecast has become extremely pointless the smaller our deck goes. You laugh, but you know it's the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. 3 cards. Cairo. So 1 on Cairo. Scuffle. Istanbul and Tripoli. There we go. Okie dokie. Our builder's gonna build, I assume.
Yeah. Is he going
Soap
to trash
or
Null
Jacksonville?
all the way to
Well, we have
or
2
what
choices: Soap and Jacksonville. The problem is if he trashes Nodnall, then he doesn't have a blue card that I can't pair with the with the foundation I'm going to give him. Logic.follow.
Logic.follow.
Then again, he doesn't require that blue card because you could just give him his 3rd black card if necessary. So, all right, we're trashing London. Where are we building this here?
Well, we're not getting a permanent research station on good air. Screw that guy.
Yeah. Jacksonville or
Are
Soap
we going
is
to connect one more town for that does not have a companion? for fattening our deck and for gaining.
Hold on a second. Let's double check our objectives. I haven't been doing it. We've connected one city to the grid. How many of these have we built? One, two. We built 2 stations so far,
And we've
and we've done one
completed one,
search.
which is the only search we're.
Yeah. So accessing Lost Haven, we can't do that. Reconning one unknown region, we can do that, but we're not. So, let's see here. Kinshasa, I don't think is a companion. Mexico is a really, really good companion.
Right, but because that would mean searching, or not being able to search the place, we don't want to do that. So I think San Francisco is the place that we're trying to get him.
San Francisco has.
It has a one-time effect
Yeah.
and another one-time effect.
Yeah, it unlocks nowhere in a different way that's pointless. So what, we're saying go to Jacksonville, first action, deploy, move.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you'd be set up for somebody else's production to draw that line.
Okay. Well, turns out I don't need to fish out of foundations for you. Yep. Let's go ahead and Lagos, London, and Tripoli. Okay, Tripoli needs some saving. I don't know about you, but it seems like it needs some saving, man.
It's true. You don't know about me.
Oh, snap. What are you going to do, Brian? Or what is this guy going to do? Because I think where he's standing, handing him black is a stupid idea.
Yeah. I go to trips.
Okay.
I
mean, if you're going to produce, we might as well do this one.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
If I satellite, or if I produce, I can't give you a black card as well.
What would
But
you
I
would have
just
to give
don't
me
feel
both
safe
your black cards?
placing only one cube there.
Yeah, you would have to give me both your black cards. So
No, you have two. But
right.
I don't think it's worth doing. So
I need.
move,
Yeah, I need 5.
use the placement of
How many?
all of them.
Okay.
And then I will move onto the
Onto the what?
haven.
Okay. Oh, it is way too hot in this house. 5, 6. So you're gonna be discarding 1 card. Alright, you got 3 blacks, 3 yellows. What you gonna discard?
I guess the good air.
Good air. Why do we call it good air? Because Buenos isn't even good, right?
No, Buenos literally means good.
I thought it meant hello.
No, you're confusing it with Buenos dias, which
Okay.
means good day, sir.
You get nothing. Good day, sir. Yeah. All right. Now it is time for us to Istanbul, Cairo, and Lagos. Oh, jeez. Okay. So, here's kind of what I'm thinking here. First, I pick up the 2 cubes on my spot.
Yes.
Second, I'm thinking major. It's kind of a waste on London, and it's definitely a waste on nowhere. But, and it's also a waste on Johannesburg. But, okay, no. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. If I get you 1, 2, 3, so it takes me 3 actions to give you Chicago. So I'm just gonna normal produce supplies to get 4 cubes on that spot and not pick them up.
Okay.
Move. Give you Chicago. Redistribute the wealth to you. And I think that's the best we can do.
Yeah, unless you were to major produce supplies so that he would have another cubes available.
Well, they'd be at Jacksonville, not where you're at.
No, but you're the radio operator and no cubes are required on Johannesburg.
Oh, that is true. Alright, I think it's major produce time. Lock it down. Exit out. Unlock it. And that gets 3 more cubes. Do you need them? Yeah, you need them for the lines, don't you?
Yeah, he needs a total of 4 on.
Means 1 goes to science guy, and 3 get put in a large majority of places.
3 go on top of. So that's.
I think for a while now I flipped 2 people's pawns. It happened again, Brian.
Well, I think we've been playing them backward color the whole time.
Yeah, like we were at one spot. Oh, literally every single supply cube gets put out on the map. In the exact amount. There is no extra that the game is asking for. Neat.
Neat.
That is an epidemic. And that's Lagos. So we're not in a pressing matter, but I do need to thin out my hand because I have 2 rationed events in it. So I'm going to go ahead and forecast this month. Or this infection.
So
Drop 1 card. And here we go. So I get to decide what happens now and what happens later. Is any
You
of
get
these
to
places...
2 of these cards don't happen. This.
No, I get to decide... Yeah, like, which half is happening now and which half is happening later, because we're at 4 draw.
Right. I would recommend putting Legos at the bottom.
It has exactly 3, but I guess that gives us additional time to reach for it. Sort of.
Yeah.
None of these areas look to be in danger, so I'll just put London with these guys. Okay. Alright. Alright, good old builder. Draw a line. Are we building it at Chicago or are we building it at San Fran?
I don't want to waste 2 move action to build it.
So, first action, build the line. Second action, deployables. Third action, get the fuck out. Fourth action, go to Jacksonville or go to New York.
Go to Jacksonville to pick up all the freaking cubes. They're useless there.
Yeah. Hey man, you could have an idea. You could see something that I don't. Speaking of which, I better take care of adding San Fran to the game and shit deck. And so now we've connected up 2 cities, so we have more money.
Yes, and our infection deck is now 16 thick.
Yes,
instead of 50.
but we're gonna have to rush over to San Francisco and get it out of the game again. So, is it really 16 thick?
It's more like Black Science Man.
Oh,
Jettis himself over there to take care of business.
taking care of
But not
business.
before he takes care of other locations.
You've got a Chicago in me. So, how many supply centers do we have left? We have 4 supply centers left. That's good. Right. Hey, look at that!
Oh.
London and Triple Lagos. Who'd have saw it coming? Right. Cairo's in danger. So is Lagos. Let's see here. Are we in a safe draw territory? We're kind of in a safe draw territory, I think, because that was our 3rd epidemic.
Ah. Yeah, we're Gucci. I can take care of both.
Okay.
I moved to the Haven. I moved to... Oh. No, we're not Gucci. Is it a once per round that I can do my thing?
Just as an action.
Teleporting around the map?
As an action.
Yeah, but is it once per round
No,
or
just
not?
as an action.
Ah, okay. Well, this is dumb. I trash Cairo to get to Cairo and drop all the cubes. Then I trash Cairo to get to Lagos and I produce supplies of the regular variety.
Right. So in other
So
words,
I'm not using my power.
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Draw 2. Alright. Draw the entire rest of the deck. Cairo, Tripoli, London, London. I would say we should see that coming, but we're not paying attention enough to actually have it matter. Okay. So, white is on a saddle brew. So, one is shove New York in your face.
Or you exchange New York for foundations and shove that in his face.
Yeah, I'll exchange it for a foundation. Because we are trying to get as many of those as possible. So 1, 2. I think the best thing I can do is produce twice and then do some communist propaganda.
I don't know, it seems like communist propaganda to me.
Alright, the wealth has been redistributed. Hey, look at that! The most worthless unrationed event ever. In an actually extremely useful unrationed event.
Whoa. It would be if our infection rate is not effectively an epidemic every time.
Istanbul, London, and Lagos. Istanbul's in danger.
Istanbul is not in danger until we go through the deck or draw another epidemic.
We are in danger
Because-
draw territory of epidemic. After your turn. After this next turn. So, after Builder's turn, we are in danger draw territory of epidemics. Alright. What is our Builder going to do? Well, I believe he moves one territory to either New York or Washington, drops a supply center.
To New York so that he can clean house?
Yeah, New York.
Because if he goes to New York, he can walk to that haven.
Yeah.
Titan.
1, 2. We have 3 supply centers remaining. 3 go to Titan, I guess. Pick up Titan. What's our 4th action going to be? You're going to make your way... Somebody else has to deal with Istanbul. You're going to make your way to London or Lagos?
Or Vormir? Oh, I guess London would be closest to taking care of it, but you also kind of start putting black in place, right?
Well, no matter what, I think we definitely need to get a permanent station over here in Cairo. Because something tells me when we finally get to unlocking that, that's just going to be a pain in the ass. But I think this month, this fortnight, we are permitting London, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So... I don't know. What do you want? I don't know what your 4th action should be. I think you should leave Vormir for pink.
Okay, so go closer to the black
Okay.
to start making it rain research stations.
Got it. Alright. Draw 2. Apparently your hand is just adverse to black cards. It's like you got 2 and you're like, that's enough. Alright, draw half the deck. London, Lagos, London, and Lagos. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
I didn't do the voice. Shut up. Alright, so... You're in danger draw territory. London or Istanbul, which one are you protecting?
Why not both?
Because it's actually impossible for you to do both, I think.
Nope, I can trash any 2 city card to place 2 on each.
Well, right, but there's 3 Londons and there's 3 Lagoses, so like our 3 danger areas are this holy trinity of London, Lagos, and Istanbul.
Hmm.
Do you follow?
Yeah.
So I guess just in the end, which 2 are you saving and how are you saving each of them?
So, other thing, we aren't transmitting black cards, and that feels like a problem.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Okay,
giving
like
you yellow.
let's be fair. We have 2 different ways we can remove 2 different plague cubes. Once with the once with the ration event, and once with doing it again.
Yeah. So we can remove 4 plague cubes. But if things explode, things will have exploded.
Right.
So what's my handful of again? I don't have any produce supplies, right?
No, we just have the
Yeah, and we've also connected 2 cities to the grid and built enough research stations.
yeah. So we can't do any more victories, to be honest. At least for this first fortnight.
Right. Okay. So I guess I'm not letting that Thanos build then, right? So you're not able to put up a satellite and
I mean, you guys have enough cubes, but I just can't get there. I'd have to waste 2 actions getting here, a 3rd action using Istanbul or Cairo, and then the 4th action would be building the station, so I can't do it. I don't have enough actions.
right. Meanwhile, I can go to Istanbul, place a research or place a satellite, and give the black. Oh, I guess I can just have him build yellows, and he kind of wasted an action getting where he is now.
I mean,
So,
another way to think about it is we already have a station on Lagos, so even if it does get a station on Lagos in London, so even if they do get a cube, the population remains neutral.
right.
So since the population will remain neutral, Istanbul's the only one we really have to worry about.
Okay.
You know?
So, I give you a yellow card. I go to Vormir.
What's the point of giving me a yellow card?
Huh? There's a satellite.
Yeah. What's the point of giving?
You can build a yellow research station. Or you're right. That should be communist propaganda. Okay then. I'll Drop 2 cubes on Lagos.
That's your first action.
As my first act, I'll walk to Vormir, and then I will trash. I will trash Jacksonville to teleport to
I assume Istanbul.
Istanbul and drop all the.
Okay. The good news is you drew in Istanbul, so you can just take. You can just walk one space and take the Istanbul. And I think that might be a better use of our actions.
Very much.
So if that is a better use of our actions, I'm thinking that it's a shame we don't have this connected up by a sea route. To
you could go to Lagos and
5, 6.
trade for Foundation and then cast that.
Do we have the foundation in the deck?
Pretty sure.
I don't think we've drawn it.
If we just drawn 2 blue foundations.
Yeah, we just drawn 2 blue foundations as far as I remember. Of course, you know, my memory's a bit fuzzy, so I'm gonna pull out all the cards it could be because I forgot which card it's on. Nope. I didn't see a single foundation in there, did you?
Nope. Okay, never mind then. It's not worth yellow.
Yeah.
So
I'm just trying to think of what my best action will be, because I have cards I can discard, like the strategic reserves, so it's not like I'm at my hand limit, you know.
Right.
One. Call me cynical, but it feels like the best thing I can do is produce 4 times and redistribute the wealth.
No, that seems pretty legit to you.
So that gets us
Well,
8 cubes.
yeah. You literally can't do anything else.
Give you sight. There you go. That. Still no foundation. And now to draw the last half of that remaining deck. Tripoli, Tripoli, Cairo, Cairo. Okay. So our builder move, grab card.
And then move to Cairo and drop research station.
Yeah, Cairo kind of needs more pop since it's lower. There you go. There's your foundation. Is the yellow foundation.
Sweet. So If he has 2 more yellows, then that's literally the entire station.
Well,
Right.
good thing is I can just move, and throw some yellows in your face. Let's see, if you
Yep.
had 2 more yellows, it'd be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'd be the last 2 supply centers.
All right.
So with the way it works, even though it bumps up to 5, we only draw 4 cards. So
Correct.
lucky us, London, Istanbul, London, Lagos. 2 London, Istanbul, and my eggs. So 2 plague cubes. Are we
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eliminate those because I'm sick of having
Yep. All right. We have a large number of turns to go. So, let's keep it going.
All right.
All right. So, our scientist, eh?
Our scientist B moves to Cairo, drops 4 cubes
Total or additional?
additional.
Okay, that's 2 actions.
I trash Cairo since apparently we aren't.
Using his ability.
Yes, using his ability by not using his ability.
His ability is for nerds. Where are we going with this guy? I'm actually
Not
curious.
at all. And then I produce supplies on.
Yeah, smart move.
And I go ahead and give to the last 2 cubes that I have.
Okay, you gift it to him, and then on my turn, I immediately take them all because I control the means of production. Anyway,
Yeah.
We got 1 quiet night in Tripoli. I mean, you want 1 quiet night this?
And then we. Yeah. Let's go ahead and 1 quiet night it.
I mean, like, literally, as far as I can tell, we're at 5 card draw. It can't get any worse. It's time to 1 quiet night twice in a row. You know?
Yeah.
So I believe the plan is to stick 2 yellows in your face.
Yes.
All right, 1, 2. Here are some yellows. Now the question is, do we want to...
God.
What? You're going to have to discard 1, so my guess is Chicago.
Yeah. He can't run all the way there. He's literally gonna have to trash soap in order to.
We can get another yellow card in your hand.
Yeah. True fact. I just find it hilarious that he's able to double cure,
But can't.
but he can't get there.
Yep, so that was all of my actions. Draw 2. Now the question is, before I play It Worked the First Time, do you want to save that for play cubes, or do you just want 1 quiet night twice in a row?
Do we want to save the 1 quiet night for the last epidemic?
Did we already draw this epidemic?
For the
We-
last episode.
We have
Or
yet to
that-
draw this epidemic on the 12 to 23 range, which means it's guaranteed to happen on this next turn.
Okay, then I would save it.
Save it for then. Okay. Tripoli.
Oh, please, for the love of God, redistribute the wealth.
Oh, yes, I redistribute the wealth.
He only needs 2. For his nuts.
Fair enough. 2 trips. 1 Cairo. 1 Lagos. 1 London. Okay, so Builder uses soap to get the soap. Builder, Lagos, and let's say Good Air. Uh, 2 actions remaining. What the hell do we do?
Well, he could produce supplies twice for 8 cubes.
Fair enough. He produces supplies twice for 8 cubes. Just double check this amount. Oh, of course it's epidemic. We knew it, and it's not a yellow. It is. Fuck. Okay, yeah, 1 quiet nighting that bitch. Because all 3 Lagoses are on top of the deck.
Right.
So that's a 7 out of 10 times a 6 out of 9 times a 5 out of 8 chance of not drawing it. So a pretty high chance of drawing it.
Yep. Alright, so then it's my turn then.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped 2. I trashed London, still not using my fucking ability.
You dropped 2. Trash London to travel to Lagos, I assume.
Yes.
3 drop, 3 on Lagos, I assume.
Yeah, and then 4 is to give the
Yep.
yellow card to Bob the Builder.
Yep. London, Tripoli, Istanbul. Oh, we weren't in danger. London, Tripoli, Istanbul. 4, 5. London, Tripoli, Istanbul, another Tripoli, and Lagos.
Imagining a better bank.
Not that deck.
Looking at the
2,
savings
3,
rates
4,
most banks
5.
offer and saying, really? Capital One is building something better. You can open a Capital One savings account with one of the nation's best.
Okay, so
Or here. One of the nation's
I'm just gonna say I like your style.
Capital One location or from anywhere.
And also produce supplies
Twice, yeah.
Copyright 2018 Capital One.
And then produce the fattest of all the stacks.
I
Keep
leave
in mind,
4. I leave 4 on Lagos. That was 1, 2.
you produce another 5. Or you don't have. If you do one less of that produce supplies and trash the black, you can make it to trips.
And drop?
Yeah.
I'd only be dropping 2 on there if I do that.
Communist propaganda.
Oh, true. Fair enough. I wasn't thinking with communist propaganda. You only need 2, so. In fact, you don't even need 2. You can produce them on your own.
Well, wait. Let
I
let
leave.
him not
I
use
leave
actions.
2 with you. Because it's not like we win. We still have to go through the last of this deck.
Yeah.
Because of the way we're playing this. Okay, draw 2. Man, you know what? I didn't think it was possible to have a hand more rainbow than like having a bunch of blues, reds, yellow, and black in your hand. But here we are. I officially call this the second most rainbow your hand could ever get.
I think having a handful of unrationed events is the worst hand through this run.
Yeah. Alright. What is our builder going to do? Buenos Aires or Lima?
Well, he could pick up cubes from nowhere and put it on Lima.
Is that what he's doing? I don't know. I'm just willing to ignore those ones at nowhere, to be honest.
Yeah, we're not gonna produce enough. That to matter. Okay, so
Good air, because if we do a major produce supplies, it might, maybe, possibly, maybe come in use.
I'd say Lima in case Bogota explodes now.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I guess 4 get the Vormir.
Yeah.
Okay. So, literally the only reason for you to build a station now is to move it from a spot that's worthless to have it in. So, we don't really have to worry about handing you cards anymore.
Yeah. They also don't really have, like, everywhere that's placed pretty.
Yeah. Okay, so all but 2, got it. Two Lagoses, 2 Londons, and a Cairo. Two cards remaining. We have 7 cards in the deck, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh crap.
This character has 2 turns remaining. Us 2 have 1 turn remaining.
Yeah. And somehow all cubes have been placed, eh?
Yeah.
Where is white?
in the Tripoli stack, which is probably gonna,
Ah,
he's probably gonna take some of those
okay.
cubes off of it before he goes. But for
Alright.
now,
So,
he's playing it safe.
alright. So I'm going to produce twice, trash some card to go to Nod Naw, and then drop all the cubes at Nod Naw.
Okay. Hey, we're finally using his ability.
It'll be New York. Because Trip still has 8. Alright, so Game Ogre on Science.
Yeah, on his
Scientist.
next turn, the game is over. Cairo, Istanbul. Okay, 2 Londons. Cairo and Istanbul. And an Lagos. We're all in damage control mode. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna leave 5 on that spot.
Um,
5 because Tripoli's yet to be drawn, right? So that means the worst that could possibly happen is we draw 3 at Tripoli.
we're going back. Oh, wait. The worst that can possibly happen
Is
on
4
any
Tripoli.
spot is twice the number of.
Yeah, is 4 Tripoli. Okay. The worst that could happen on any spot is 4 Tripoli. Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up all but 4.
We haven't gotten the epidemic.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the epidemic.
Well, that's still only 4.
Yeah.
As far as problem.
So move. Pick up. Produce.
Produce supplies is equivalent.
Yeah.
You are having to discard something.
1, 2. I have a choice. Do I put more on Istanbul, or do I produce supplies and spread the wealth, or do I, portable antiviral lab and spread the wealth? And I think portable antiviral lab and spreading the wealth is going to be a better use of my actions.
Okay, so you could actually just leave those 2 keys there and trash Istanbul to go to Istanbul.
I don't
but
have.
you're producing 1 less.
Oh, I did have. Okay. I produce 1 less. Yeah. Trash Istanbul, go to Istanbul. So drop. And I just need 4 on there, so I just need 3 more. And then I spread the wealth.
Oh, all the wealth spreading is also going to Bob the Builder because I have no. The game is over on my turn.
Yeah. Okay.
So with that being said, I'd rather be slightly safer by having more on each of those, or not. It's whatever.
Too late now.
Bottom two stay, top five.
Okay, Lagos gets a clog. Triple E. Oh no. Okay, so let's assume that we just Galaxy Brain this and we know what these last two cards are. Cairo and Istanbul. Because, you know, if we were paying more attention, we could Galaxy Brain it. Anyway, Cairo and Istanbul plus a shuffle redraw.
Plus an epidemic.
Yeah.
So, I think the best he can do is drop Trow and Legos, then trash Nod and All and drop in Nod and All.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, how many is he dropping each location?
Total of 3 in it, right?
Total 3 in each?
Yeah.
Okay, and that leaves 1 to, I guess, hand to Scientist. No
put
reason.
one more in that spot.
No reason to
Not
hand
all.
any into Scientist. This bottom card is Istanbul. The good news is no more plagues. And then it doesn't matter what he does, because literally nothing he does will gain us anything.
I can connect things that are already on the grid.
Okay, you want to hook up Salami and Lagos then?
Well, I guess that's literally the only thing
And
I can
that's something
do.
we actually intended to do. We just didn't get around to it because we had other things that kept popping up.
Yeah.
So literally just 1, 2, 3 pick up cubes, draw.
No, I use my power and trash a card.
It doesn't fucking. It's done. There. Enjoy your portable antiviral lab. Alrighty then. So let's go ahead and click. The Avengers Endgame. We're missing 2 cubes. Oh. Hold on a second. Okay, something's wrong with this because we somehow just gained an extra cube. See?
We have 46. Oh, right. There should be 50 total.
Yeah. So, no. Fleet, I guess.
Well, yeah, guess.
I mean, I don't think this thing is copying any, but whatever.
So we do the pause because
Yeah. Okay.
or
So K 24, 47, and E. Okay.
K24-7. Uh-oh.
What?
I think this is the one where the number of epidemic
Yeah.
starts.
Well, we'll see here. So start with K.
Wait, that
Chart C lane.
ironically that feels like a good thing.
Chart C lane. We now can chart C lanes. Okay, so it's not based off of unlocking Europe, it's just a time thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, it is just a time thing. Unlocking Europe is just fast travel.
Yeah. Okay, we have scars. Which, with the way we play, we usually never get. And E
Until the
is... Yes, stretch too thin. Epidemic cards.
Capital One knows life doesn't alert you about your credit card.
I'm just gonna point... here we go. Here's the extra epidemics.
So,
Why do you think this is a good
Capital
thing?
One assistant that catches things that
Because it
look wrong, like overtipping.
because it artificially fattens our deck?
Fix it. Eno, another way Capital One
Well,
is
not
working.
only does it artificially fatten our deck,
What's in your wallet?
but
Visit CapitalOne.com. Limitations apply.
we're now possible in getting freaking epidemics before we go through our thin ass deck.
What? Really? Alright then. So, first game in April. Oh, okay, so let's go ahead and separate out the epidemics.
Well, let's check out our population.
I want to separate all these epidemics out of the deck, is what I'm doing.
But we have 17 pop, and that puts it at
Census check. Yeah. 64 population, and that does not include our cities, and 17 total cities. 17 total cities is 5 monies.
okay. So we do want to permanent up Nodnal.
Yeah, because I don't want, like with next month, or with this fortnight, I mean, I don't want to waste too much time. I want to just, pop it and go.
Yeah.
And that leaves us
Quick
2
double
monies.
check. So, do we have the character ability for Reckoning yet, where we don't need it?
Where we have one less card?
No, for where we don't need a supply center.
Do you happen to remember the name of it?
It's something that unlocks at some point, but I don't remember. Okay, we have not unlocked the gates of this reckoning.
No, we have not unlocked the Gates of Deepest Reckoning. So, I mean, we have 2 monies left over. And
I don't think we
and at
can
this
launch the
point, I
land.
almost just want to well stock it. One of these 3 that only have 2, because it feels like we're whittling it down to something here, but it's only one of the 2 well stockets. I don't think it's going to be enough. Wait, is it 1 each or 2 each?
Well stock 1 each. So
Yeah, we could. I don't think any of these character abilities we're really vying for. We get an extra action basically as long as it's a move action. That is a completely worthless ability that we'll never buy. Deliver supplies. You may put supply cubes into one adjacent location. That goes on farmer, but that we could wait on that guy, I think, right?
yeah, I think so. So
Hold on a second. What's the difference between coordinator? It's move a pawn. Okay, so it's teleport other people. Got it. Okay.
and it's a real bullshit of a
Do we want to
move,
get?
too.
I mean, we can get foreman on, but I don't think it's gonna get much use considering the way we're doing this.
Yeah, especially if we're keeping communist propaganda in. So, let's well stock it San Francisco. And eventually we'll end up having to put a permanent shelter there, it feels like. Or should we well stock it?
I would rather keep our strategy of never going to the Americas. Like that's really worked well for us every time we played. Is just no, we don't want to go to America.
Okay, so you're saying Black Science Man is now a
That
part of our party for the remainder
well,
of the game.
that or six, box sixing them.
Yeah. We could also buy the one foundation that counts 3 cards.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Put it on the darkness that is black.
Yeah. Legit. Hello, darkness, my old. I suppose we'll put it on the row that's high,
Sure.
or the trips, because trips inherently going to be adjacent to a fast travel spot.
By the same logic, Istanbul.
Right, but trips will be a only one location good for, whereas Istanbul, we may want to fast travel to Europe.
Okay, let me get a token.
And those 4 are still our go-tos, right? Be taking the plate.
What?
Um, For our funded event, are we leaving in the plague cube?
I don't think we need the play cube. First of all, I'm going to take everything out of the deck because we need to know how many city cards we got. Anyway, so take care of that first. Here's the part of the game where we get super statistical. Because this is the part of the game where we start naming the number of each color of card we have. Okay. We have 49 city cards. I think 12 are black. I know that right off the top of my head.
Yeah. That's factual.
So 12, 13,
Six.
14, 15, 16. What's this by default? 18
Yeah.
blue.
12, 14, 15, 16, 17, yellow.
Alright. And then we add up all three to make sure we did the math correctly. No, we have not done the math correctly.
Yeah, because salami, the two, but leave
Okay, hold on a second.
5.
So 12 for the default yellows.
19.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Four for South America.
Control Z.
So 19.
I'm just going to double check. Like, for a fact, we aren't wrong about the black, so we're either wrong about the blue or wrong about the,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's
19. Alright. Now the math adds up.
okay. 49 put us right above the threshold, didn't it?
Uh, 49. Let's see here. It is over cheer. No, we're in the threshold of 7.
Oh, okay.
We are in
So-
the thresholds.
Stay at 51 then?
What?
We want to try to stay at 51.
I mean, ideally, you want to get to 36, but
Try
we
to stay
both
at-
you and I know that's impossible. So, yeah, we want to stay within our bracket for as long as possible.
Right.
Because it's easier to stay in our bracket than it is to push ourselves to a lower bracket.
Right.
Alright. Let's see here. 16 cards, Brian. We're looking up.
I mean, you say that, but scientist going to scientist.
Okay, so let's break our deck down a little bit more, because like I said, this is the part where we get super statistical. 3 labs. How many of these? We have 3 unrationed events. And 9 produce supplies. Did I do that right? No. Okay, we have 4 labs? No, 3, okay. 8 produce supplies.
Do we have any left on?
Do we have any what?
How many produce supplies?
Like
can
squares?
we make without?
Okay. Okay, that's a fresh one. That's a fresh one. It's mostly fresh. So, without losing any produce supplies, we can only major produce supplies 3 times.
Okay. That as well.
There you go.
With the Capital One Saver card, you earn 4% cash
Cool.
back on dining and entertainment. That's 4%
Okay,
cash
so
back on ice cream.
Oh, I want strawberry.
And 4% while you're
let's see here. I think our go-to is extra time.
Now when you and the family go out,
And we don't need data transfer.
Terms apply. Capital One Bank, USANA.
Thanks to my toll tag, I saved enough on tolls to buy this commercial.
I think
And with that,
dispersal,
I
and we
say,
take this one away, and we put in what?
watching you. You can save too. When you
So
sign
this
up
is what we got
for
right
my
now.
tolltag.com.
We need one more.
Airlift case of nonsense.
I think we're gonna be fine when it comes to the airlift, though, because we're unlocking Europe. I mean,
Yeah.
airlift could help us set it up, but we don't need
Well-
need to meet each other up to give/take cards
Oh,
anymore.
I can connect to fast travel now. Or
Yeah,
I can chart sea lanes.
yeah. Sea lanes are chartable now.
Cool, control.
So, what I'm thinking, I mean, we could put drastic measures back in, but this one's all about speed. Well, like, the second half of the month is all about
Well-
speed, so maybe it might be good to put airlift in there since it's all about speed.
To be honest, though, the second half of the month does not have to be all about. Well, fuck. I guess it kind of does.
Yeah, especially now that we have nonsense.
Yeah. And I guess we are going to get Haven connected because more cubes.
So we are reckoning, we are accessing Lost Haven, and we're doing the supplies.
Yeah.
That seems like a plan, Stan. You only built 2 satellites?
Yeah, we only gave a black by actually trading.
Okay. Lock. Lock. Well, I want to make sure it's counted automatically, so I'm going to put it like there. Just making sure all these are locked down, because you know how it loads to unlock these things.
Yep.
Lock. 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 Okay, so we're back to the start of this month, and I see this as an absolute win. But it wasn't just me, right? Like, Smart Hulk looked weird, right? Like,
A little bit
he fit,
uncanny
yeah, he fit in the uncanny valley pretty hard.
And it's Professor Hulk to you.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Okay, so where are we going with this? We have 7, so all but 3 epidemics. Okay.
You know what I just realized?
42 plus 0 is 42.
We have so many...
Hey, Brian, I bet you just realized you're breathing manually.
Yeah. So where we have permanent research stations and have completely nuked the land for Johannesburg,
Yeah?
so it essentially can never lose pop, and we're going to pass through another 19 months.
Yeah.
So we're eventually going to want to move that research station every time.
Yeah, it's only gonna be there at the start. I've been thinking about this. When it comes to the last month, do we even want to do the whole Thanos meme, or is by that point it's all going to be over? Basically, are we going to double down the entire way, or are we actually going to have some slack at the end?
Oh, I feel like that month we try to have no infection. Just for the
That's
trolls.
gonna be impossible. Oh,
Let me
shit.
rephrase that. We put shelters in the only places that we aren't getting rid of.
Holy shit.
But whatevs.
Okay, I think we're playing with the same 3 people. I don't think we're doing any switches.
Yeah, we're just gonna switch based on card draw.
Okay, scuffle. Let's start game 2. I'm gonna do something I found I could do real quick.